EVERGLOW.
Hello everyone, I am back from the dead with another video for you guys. Is everyone cheering? Are you screaming because of happiness? No, I thought so. Today, instead of a funny video, or an unboxing, I wanted to do a more serious video, about a big topic for me and a lot of other forevers, or for those who don't know who forevers are, the fans of the 6-member girl group EVERGLOW, the so-called downfall of EVERGLOW, how some stans want to call it. We have been worried about the girls and their career for quite a while now, and I am here today to spread awareness and tell everyone here why it seems that EVERGLOW's success keeps on decreasing. I will part this video in multiple parts. You can skip forward if you want to hear about one topic only, or just simply want to skip the introduction part. As I said, I'll first introduce EVERGLOW quickly to you guys, and then I'll move on to the actual part of the video. I'll first talk about the lack of content, which includes YouTube videos, such as vlogs, behind the scenes and variety shows, as well as music. The second topic I'll discuss is the lack of creative freedom when it comes to music for their albums. The third and final part will be the mistreatment and mismanagement of EVERGLOW in general. This will include many parts, regarding album stock and merch. If you enjoy this video, please consider liking and sharing this video so we can help EVERGLOW out and get them their crowns back. EVERGLOW is a 6-member girl group under the Chinese entertainment company Youhao Entertainment. The members in age order are Yu, Sahidian and Mia being on Nice, and the Maknae line consisting of the members Onda, Aisha and the Chinese member Yiran. They debuted on March 18, 2019 with their first single album Arrival of EVERGLOW and the title track Bon Bon Chocolate. They quickly won international recognition and further established their name with their first comeback Hush and the title track Adios, which also made them win their first ever music show win on the show. Only 11 months after their debut they released their biggest hit till date, Dun Dun, with their first ever mini-album Reminiscence. The music video gained 15 million views in the first 24 hours and sits now at 260 million views. The same year EVERGLOW returned with their second mini-album and the well-beloved title track La Di Da.
EVERGLOW forever, let's go.
While the album gained the highest first-day sales with 18,000 copies, it was the first time that the first 24 hours views were lower than the previous comeback, with 12.5 million. The first comeback in 2021 was First, a song which often was referred as a boy group song made for girls, in a good way of course. The single album Last Melody was EVERGLOW's first ever album to reach 50,000 sales, yet the views decreased again, only reaching 7 million views in the first 24 hours. Yet, they still were able to win their second music show win with this comeback. In December 2021 EVERGLOW came back with their third mini-album Return of the Girl in Pirate as the title track. This was also the first time, unfortunately, where sales as well as views decreased. From what once was 15 million views in the first 24 hours, we went to 5.5 million with Pirate. But, I have to say that the reason for lower sales is most likely that the Chinese government changed the laws for bulk buying, and Chinese fans are a big part of sales. During their career so far, EVERGLOW has released 2.5 shows. The first one, called EVERGLOW Land, was on Net's M2 channel. The other ones, EVERGLOW 48 Inches and EVERGLOW Company, have been uploaded on EVERGLOW's own channel, with EVERGLOW Company having 3 episodes so far, as of recording this video. In February-March of 2020 EVERGLOW also went on their first ever US tour, which unfortunately had to be cut short because of obvious reasons. But in mid-2021 EVERGLOW held their online concert called The First. From the decreasing views and sales, I think you can guess why people say Everglow has fallen off or that they lose popularity, but the reason for that is not their music or the members at all. The reason is Yoo-hoo Entertainment, and I'm here to tell you how they keep manipulating the success of Everglow. The most important part for K-pop groups besides the music is interacting with fans and providing them with content through various ways, but the most popular one is through YouTube in form of vlogs, behind the scenes or variety shows. Without that, it is hard to fall for a group and feel the much needed connection to the members, and this is where Everglow is unfortunately lacking. But the girls are not at fault, but Yoo-hoo, of course. I'll talk about their latest variety show Everglow Company, which I introduced to you earlier already. The show started shortly after the online concert, where they first introduced us to Everglow Company, 9 months ago. You might ask yourself, 9 months ago? And it's still going on? Yes, you're right. It's still an ongoing show, with only 3 episodes released so far. The second episode was released 1 month after the first one, but the wait was even longer between the second and third episode. Fans had to wait 7 months for an episode. 7 months for an episode that's not even 20 minutes long. This is unacceptable, but this isn't the only case where the fans had no content to watch. During the time between First and Pirate, which was 7 months, Forever's received 5 videos which were either behind the scenes, part of Everglow Company, or vlog-style videos, 7 covers or other dance videos, and an MV for an UNICEF campaign, and the normal videos such as behind the MV shoot videos. In comparison, ITZY released in 4 months only 34 videos, of which none were short covers. This is how it should be. Fans need content to stay interested and attached to a group. And as if Everglow not releasing a lot of content wasn't enough, the content is a lot of times not subbed for months. The latest Everglow Company episode doesn't have any English subtitles after over a month, and it took 3 months to sub the one before that. How are international fans supposed to stay invested in the group when they can't even understand the little content the company provides us with? But YouTube isn't the only place where it's crickets for a lot of times. For weeks or even months, their TikTok account and their member Instagram account is completely abandoned, until the company realizes again that they exist and start posting there again. During late August 2020 and late February 2021, they didn't post anything on TikTok, nothing. For their comeback, first Everglow posted 2 videos on TikTok promoting the song. No challenges with other idols or any sort of promotional videos of that sort on the app. But as if this wasn't enough, Yoo-hoo doesn't let Everglow release a lot of music either. In the entire 3.5 years of their career, they released 3 mini albums with either 4 or 5 songs. 3 single albums with all having 3 songs and 1 promotion song for UNICEF, as well as a unit OST. This all adds up to only 24 songs, including the unit OST. I'm again making a comparison with ITZY, who debuted a month after Everglow, so they're a good group to compare them with. ITZY has 1 single album, 5 mini albums, as well as a full album and multiple songs for shows or so, all adding up to over 40 songs, not including remixes or any English versions. How does Everglow only release so little content for their fans? It can't be the money that's the issue, as Yoo-hoo is one of the biggest Chinese companies. Everglow also brought in millions of views, especially during Dun Dun era, but instead of using the hype around the group and the comebacks, we get nothing. The usual schedule is comeback, some promotional videos, and then half a year of silence. Maybe 3 videos and a few TikToks until the next comeback comes around, and then everything repeats itself. Idols these days are more and more invested in their own music, so are G-Idol and Stray Kids, known for writing and producing their own songs and albums. And they, as well as other idols, are praised for being part of the creative process of their comebacks. Yoo has been involved in co-writing 2 of Everglow's songs. The first one was one of their B-sides on arrival of Everglow called Moon, and later helped writing their title track La Di Da. You would think that with her being involved in a B-side and then a title track, Everglow or you would get more freedom, or any freedom with composing. writing and producing. But ever since La Di Da, which was released in September of 2020, we haven't heard anything that was either written, produced or composed from any of the members. This wouldn't be an issue at all if the members didn't want to be a part of the creative process. But this isn't the case at all. Ona told Forevers that all the members want to write and produce for Everglow and that they're all interested in it. So what is the problem? Again, Yoo-hoo Entertainment. I am quoting you word for word from a fan call with a Forever at Love and Jug. I want every day to write, but it's really difficult. Our company,
I want every day to write.
Yeah.
But that is very difficult. Our company
I was shocked when I first saw that clip on Twitter, but maybe all Yoo-hoo artists are not allowed to write and produce? No, this isn't the case. Woods and Yeah, both soloists under Yoo-hoo, are allowed to write and produce for all of their albums since debut. This isn't meant to say that they shouldn't be allowed to, but why is Everglow the only artist under that company who isn't allowed to be involved in their own music? All that despite the members clearly being interested in it. The way you talked about it seemed that she herself is very frustrated by it and sad, but that's just my interpretation. Self-producing does attract fans and it would be a great way to make casual listeners getting more interested in the group, but once again Yoo-hoo hinders Everglow's growth. Now on to the probably longest part, in which I will talk about all the things Yoo-hoo has done to make the general public lose more and more interest in Everglow. Firstly, I will talk about the lack of merch. Merch is an easy way to further establish a group's brand and make money without releasing music or any content. Yoo-hoo Entertainment has their own shop for the Korean artists, and while every other artist has merch, such as keychains or photobooks, Everglow doesn't have any merch. Not one single item can be purchased because nothing exists. Again, no hate to the group, I love them, but Tempest debuted in early 2022 and has multiple merch items. How is this fair towards Everglow? Right, it isn't fair. It seems as if Everglow is always forgotten by Yoo-hoo. During my own fan call with Everglow, Sehyeon told me that there are no plans on releasing a light stick anytime soon, despite being over 3 years old.
I think maybe we'll make that in the future, but not right now.
Other groups which debuted around the same time or even later have received their light stick, such as ITZY or aespa. Not only is this sad for fans but also Everglow themselves. They now have received multiple black oceans because they simply don't have their own light stick. Merch items aren't the only thing that Yoo-hoo isn't doing right. Everglow only had their very first photo shoot after 2.5 years of being a group. This isn't normal. Photo shoots are important, because first of all will they introduce readers to Everglow and provide them and fans with personal information regarding the members through the interviews which are included. So people might say that the reason for the lack of merch and photo shoots is the lack of demand, but this argument can be debunked very quickly. So was the company printing the magazines with Everglow's first photo shoot overwhelmed by the orders and had to delay shipping because they were simply understocked. So the demand is there, yet Yoo-hoo doesn't use it. Since then, which is now 1 year ago, we have only received one photo shoot for a magazine. Also, their albums are not restocked. Everglow is often talked down on because they don't have the highest sales, and while that is true to an extent, it would help a lot if Yoo-hoo restocked their albums. All of their albums are out of stock in major K-pop stores, such as Town for You. This once again hinders the growth of Everglow. You can see that a lot of issues Forevers have can be solved quite easily, yet Yoo-hoo refuses to change anything. And if that wasn't enough, the company doesn't provide any information regarding certain situations of members. The most prominent example in that is the current lack of transparency regarding Yiren. The Chinese matinee of Everglow is currently in her home country China because of education. She went there in February and hasn't come back since. If you think that the company would clarify when and if she comes back, you're wrong. Forevers haven't received any updates regarding Yiren ever since she left Korea from the company's side. Only recently a Forever was told from Yiren through a fan sign that she'll return this year. When exactly, we don't know. This uncertainty worries a lot fans, since this situation has led to many Chinese idols leaving other groups or simply not promoting with them for years. For example, WJSN. Another situation where Forevers were left in the DR was in December of 2020 until February of 2021. The members Sehyeon and Yiren both caught COVID in December and followed the rules of the Korean government by self-isolating. Forevers received a notice that the members had COVID, but after 14 days when the quarantine was supposed to be over, fans didn't receive any updates. Forevers demanded for answers, yet still 2 months passed without any information on the members' well-being. This scarred a lot of stans, because we didn't know anything. Further, the company's mistreats Everglow in other ways. Aisha was allegedly hit by a staff and was allegedly to be heard screaming because of that in Aviliv. This isn't confirmed and Sehyeon told Forevers to not worry, so this is only speculation. Their team also messes up quite often, so her tweets often deleted because of misspellings. But the weirdest thing happened when Everglow announced their fourth comeback, Last Melody. The first teaser and announcement said Last Melody, third mini-album, but shortly after it was tweeted it got deleted and re-uploaded, but this time saying third single album. How can this happen and why? How can a company mess up this bad? During the same comeback the leader was changed from EU to Sehyeon, without any real announcement prior to this date. We don't know why they changed it, but the worst part and that worries me the most is that Everglow has often talked about being kind of fed up with you with myself. And this is the reason I'm making this video. I'm not only scarred for the success but also Everglow's mental health. I hope with this video I can spread awareness regarding their situation. Thank you so much for watching this video, I highly appreciate it. Please, like and share it in order to help not only me, but mostly Everglow. I love each single one of you and I hope you have a great day. Bye.